So we've been playing Best Time Ever and Easiest 1, 2, 3, and they're from the forthcoming album from my guest Stephanie Kirkham. How are you doing?
I'm all right, thanks. How are you?
I'm good, thank you. We're going to play both of those songs in a minute, but Tiny Spark's not available for a while, is it?
No, January 22nd it comes out, but Best Time Ever comes out tomorrow. That's the single. So that's on iTunes and Amazon and whatnot.
Now, you've had a little bit of a break from music, haven't you?
Yeah. I mean, I've been writing through this time, but my first album came out just over 10 years ago, and then the second one came out a few years later.
So what happened? Why the break then? Because I remember playing your early stuff 10 years ago. Yeah,
and then and we were just saying that you played Show Me What You're Made Of from the Sunlight album, which was the second album, which was great for me. So thank you for that. Well, I think what it was, I just spent my time writing, and I didn't really know how to go about getting an album together. I needed to find the right producer. And I knew Phil Thornalley from before, because we'd done some writing before. And I really wanted him. He was like my dream producer. So, but I didn't have a record label behind me. I didn't have someone that was saying, OK, well, here's however many thousands it takes to make that happen. So my best bet was to keep on sending him songs and sort of entice him into, what do you think of this and what do you think of that? And thankfully, he made space and time for me. So I kept going down to London and staying over a couple of nights and making a start on something. And that's why it took time, really, because there was no one behind it. It was up to me getting myself down there and him giving me that opportunity. And slowly, we got all these songs together. And then when Easy as 1, 2, 3 got used on the Peugeot advert, that gave us a real boost. And we're like, right, come on, we need to do more of this. And then it was used again for EDF. And then now it's being used for Miracle Grow in America, which is amazing. So suddenly we had this album and we thought, right, well, let's put it out.
So can you explain how that happens before we play Easy as 1, 2, 3? How does it get picked up for something like that? Well,
ideally...
Because you haven't put the song out, have you?
It's out now. Yeah, you can get it on iTunes now, but at the time it wasn't. What you really need is to have a publisher. That's how it happened. Phil is with Universal Music, so now I've signed like an administration deal, right. I suppose, with them, so that anything I do with Phil that can be put into that catalogue, and then I suppose they send it out to advertisers and people like that. So Universal have done the work to get that out there. So yeah, I'm fortunate in that way.
Most people will be grateful for it to be picked up by one company, but you've had 3.
I know, and I'm thinking, well, there are other songs on there, but they've not heard them yet, but they will be doing. So I think the thing is, it's quite an upbeat, happy kind of song, and the rest of the album is as well. So they're quite uplifting.
I can see why companies like Miracle Grow out in America would be interested in it if they're trying to, because you can see where the Easy as 1, 2, 3 would work in an advertising campaign.
Yeah, I thought that was the bit that they would use, surely, but they're not. It's mainly the instrumental, and then there's little bits of me singing in and out. And I don't actually sing the Easy as 1, 2, 3 bit. It's,
really?
It's another part of the song. So yeah, it's a mystery, really. I'm happy though.
Have you seen the ads?
Yeah, the ads are really nice.
What does it make you feel like when you watch them and that's your music on there? Really
happy. I mean, the first time I saw the Peugeot advert, it was on telly, and we were watching Merlin. It was in one of the gaps, and it came on, and it just.
Did you know it was coming?
We knew that it was going to be on that night, but we didn't know when. And so it still took me by surprise. It was like, oh my gosh, and there's like autumn leaves, and then this car goes past and you hear the beat and the song's on, and the visual was so nice. The car's lovely, and it's going along the coast, and you see the waves crashing up, and it's a very lovely looking advert. So I was thrilled to bits. And I just thought, oh yeah, things are starting to happen now. And then when I saw the Miracle Grow on, it's such a lovely advert, because what the guy's saying is, it's your garden is the heart of the home, and it's a really family orientated little snippet, and so it looks pretty because there's flowers and there's a girl riding along on a cycle with flowers in a basket. It just looks summery and pretty, and the song goes with it really nicely. So yeah, I was thrilled to bits.
You need to write more like that then.
Yeah, well, the rest of the album is kind of like that. I mean, it's all happy times. You know, whenever I was feeling upbeat, these ideas would come, and it is a very happy album.
Thank God for that.
I know.
I hate morbid albums.
We've got enough misery, haven't we?
Yeah, too right. Right, shall we ever listen to Easy as 1, 2, 3?
Yeah, that's
all right. Good.
Standing at the bus stop, feeling every raindrop. I wanna be dry and warm. What I wouldn't give for a tender kiss and a pair of loving arms. Joe drives by with a look in his eye and says, hey, baby, do you wanna ride? Do you wanna ride? Easy as 1, 2, 3, he said. Easy as 1, 2, 3. Falling in love with you, he said, and you fall in love with me. Let's go, baby, go, baby, go, baby, go. Easy as 1, 2, 3, he said. Easy as 1, 2, 3. Monday to Friday, Joe came my way. I smiled, but I said no. Saturday comes, I'm on it, go slow. I just stayed at home. Joe drives by on Saturday night and says, hey, baby, do you wanna ride? Do you wanna ride? Easy as 1, 2, 3, he said. Easy as 1, 2, 3. Falling in love with you, he said, and you fall in love with me. Let's go, baby, go, baby, go, baby, go. Easy as 1, 2, 3, he said. Easy as 1, 2, 3. Hey, baby, do you wanna ride? Ooh, 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 do you wanna ride? Easy as 1, 2, 3, he said. Easy as 1, 2, 3. Falling in love with you, he said, and you fall in love with me. Easy as 1, 2, 3, he said. Easy as 1, 2, 3. Falling in love with you, he said, and you fall in love with me. Let's go, baby, go, baby, go, baby, go. Easy as 1, 2, 3, he said. Easy as 1, 2, 3. Let's go, baby, go, baby, go, baby, go. Let's go, baby, go, baby, go, baby, go. Let's go, baby, go, baby, go, baby, go. Let's go, baby, go, baby, go.
That's Stephanie Kirkham, Easy as 1, 2, 3. We've got more from Stephanie coming up in the next part of the show. Stephanie Kirkham, our guest on the show today, and we've played Easy as 1, 2, 3. That track was called, which is the one that we've just been talking about, and all the adverts and everything like that. Where did you come up with the idea for that?
Just walking along. Most of my ideas come when I'm just walking along, so I've got a beat, because I don't play any instruments, so it's sort of like quite free, really. And I start thinking of a melody, and then just keep looping it around in my head, really, until words come. And sometimes I need to go back to it and change it, and sometimes it's just what it is, and then I send it off to, in this case, to Phil, and say, what do you think of that?
So because you don't play an instrument, you have to co-write with somebody.
Yeah.
So you do the lyrics and the melody, maybe, and then they'll stick the rest
I do the lyrics and the melody, and then sometimes we've started from scratch. There's a song on the album called Happy Ever After. Actually, that one, Phil sent me a backing track, and he said, think of something that can go over this, and it's a really pretty backing track. So it brought up lots of nice pictures. Most of what I do comes in sort of pictures, and then you get an idea of the story.
You've just given me a copy of the album. I haven't even opened it yet because I've had the 3-track sampler we've been playing stuff from. You've got some of your artwork on there, which we'll talk about a little bit later on. How do you feel this album compares with the other two that you did?
I love this one more.
You're going to say that because it's the latest one.
But yeah, I suppose anyone creative, the latest thing is always the best, whatever it is, if it's a picture or a book or music. But it really is because, for me, this one is because it is, like I was saying before, it's just uplifting. Whereas the first album, there was a lot of pressure and stress because I'd never been in a band before, I'd never really sung before, I didn't really know if I wanted to be a singer. There was a lot of pressure and the unknown, whereas the second one was more like of an uphill struggle to get it done without any money and wondering if anyone would even hear it, whereas this one I just feel better in myself, and the songs I think are better. I don't know, I just really love it, I really do. It makes me feel happy when I listen to it. So
has it got a different sound to the other two, do you think?
Yeah, it's more,
because they were quite poppy, weren't they?
Yeah, this is still quite poppy, I think, in a chilled out sort of a way. There's lots of nice sounds on this album, which I think are pretty. There's a dog barking on on Happy Ever After, and there's children laughing at the end, and there's some nice sounds throughout. Really, on Dreamboat Song, it's obviously it's talking about being carried away on this journey, and there's a bit in there where you hear like sounds from the docks. You know, you can hear the clanging of the masts and whatnot, and seagulls. And Bon Voyage has got some pretty sort of they're like little postcards, really. They're like little snapshots of a summertime. They're very summery. So I like all those little sounds in there.
So it's a summer album that you're bringing out in the autumn?
Well, it's to cheer people up, I reckon. Well, at this time of year, you need a little bit of, a spring in your step.
When the evenings are dark and all that, you put on the album. And
exactly, yeah. But, yeah, the album itself is coming out at the end of January, so that's sort of like as spring is about to begin. I think January can be a bit glum sometimes, so I thought, no, it'll be nice to bring it out then.
What's this postcard that comes with it? The one that I'm looking at here, which for people at home, you might need to describe this. Is you in this massive woolen cardigan by the looks of it?
Yeah.
Holding what is that?
Well, it's a lantern. I bought it in Penzance. I wanted an excuse to buy that lantern, and
I know.
And I thought, well, So I wanted the picture to be on the Towans at Hale, because I love that beach. And there's my mum's got a picture of me when I'm about 3 running down those Towans, and now that I've moved close to there, I thought I really would like to have some pictures taken there. But the nicest time of day, I think, was as the sun was going down. So I thought, oh, great, I can go and buy that lantern. So it's me holding the lantern. But it was beautiful. It was a lovely night, and it was a pink sky. It's not been photoshopped. It really is that pink.
Okay.
Yeah, it's beautiful. So, so
and of course your cardigan is all like dark pink as well, isn't it? So it all kind of really ties in together. Nice shot.
Thank you.
All right, shall we play Best Time Ever, which is the single?
Yeah.
Do you want to? Is it pretty self-explanatory, or do you want to tell me about it?
It's no. I think it's pretty self-explanatory.
Right.
It's a hard word to say on radio, that, isn't it?
All right, here it is. This is the new one from Stephanie Kirkham called Best Time Ever.
You know everything's here, it's here, waiting for you. Let's start from where we are, just think what we can do. We can't do as we choose, rules are, there are no rules. You know it's gonna be the best time ever. You know it's gonna be the best time ever. You know it's gonna be the best time of our lives. The time of our lives. Best time of our lives.
Called Best Time Ever. It's from Stephanie Kirkham, who's our guest on the show today. Stephanie's going to be singing live shortly. Let's talk about your art. When did you get into your art? Was this between albums when you stopped writing?
Yeah, well, I did keep writing, but yeah, I did start painting more, definitely. When I first left school, I went to art college in Blackpool and then did various other things. But what I decided to do was paint a picture with each song. So I've got 3 series of work now that's connected to each album, along with other things that I'm starting to do at the moment. There's some really nice rocks down at Gwithian, so I've started painting them now that I'm here in Cornwall. So that's my next series.
So rocks as in ones that you can take home, not the ones that there's these big rocks on the beach that you just paint?
Oh no, I don't actually paint the rock, but I paint a picture of the rock.
Right, got
yeah,
you. Because there's a lady who does paint on stone.
Yeah, my friend does actually. Yeah, they're really nice.
Yeah. I almost don't want to open it because it's so prettily packaged.
It does look pretty, doesn't it? Thank you. No, but open it though. Come on, open it. You might need some scissors.
It's going to be like Christmas, isn't it? Getting the album for the first time. So, when you say you've painted pictures that go with the album. Just explain a little bit more about that.
Well, what it is, that one on the back there with the 3 circles, I decided with that girl, you want some scissors?
It's all right, she's getting some.
All right. With that girl, the paintings that went with them, I watched a candle and then I shut my eyes, listening to the album, and then the images that behind my eyelids, I painted. Now, on these with the circles for this new album, they're sitting on the beach in Cornwall, looking at the sun, closing my eyes, and then you see those coloured dots.
Oh, yeah.
And it's those dots. So I've used string and glue and different things to create some texture, and then I've sanded them all down. So that's what they are. They're a little bit odd.
Well, it's definitely, for a start, you really shouldn't be looking at the sun.
Yeah, I know. I did it quickly.
Okay. Right, let me just chop this open. See, it's just a shame to ruin it. Are you going to package all of your albums like this? People buy them?
I packaged a lot of them like that to send off to radio and for PR and stuff. But I think the ones from I think I will wrap them. I think it's nice to get something wrapped. All the Sunlight albums that have been sold have been wrapped.
There's even postcards inside.
I know, I'm just so generous.
So this is another one down. I think you can see these pictures on your website, actually, can't you? So this is another one down on Hale Towns, isn't it? Yeah. Which is lovely again.
It was Phil Nichols that took the pictures. He's like a really good rock photographer, and he lives in Helston now, which was handy. So he came and took the pictures.
You've been looking at the sun again.
Yeah.
This one. So here's another one.
Next time I come
that's almost like an alien.
It is a bit like an alien. It's a bit like The Scream, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's got that sort of dark quality to it.
For sure.
The song that goes with is I Ain't Got No Time for That. Now that one is a little bit less sunny than the others.
Okay, so Stephanie's album's coming out in a couple of months' time, January. You reckon?
But the single Best Time Ever, that's out tomorrow.
Yep.
So you can get that on iTunes or Amazon. But anyone that wants to come and have a look at the art or anything else on my website, it's www.stephaniekirkham.com. And if you do join up, you get a free song, and the free song is Happy Ever After, which is the one with the dog barking and the children laughing, and it's a nice, pretty song.
13 tracks. Wow, that's generous. That's a nice gatefold.
Yeah, we were so lucky with the weather.
The Towers,
yeah, it's beautiful, isn't it?
Yeah.
I love being here. I'm so glad that I've moved down here. It is a lovely place to be.
Jim in Tor Point has said it's lovely listening to Stephanie and her music, and I've also got a message as well from Tony who says, I'm so pleased you got Stephanie on your show. My wife and I recently went to her art exhibition and she sang for us, including Easy as 1, 2, 3. What a treat that was. I've already got her first 2 albums and I can't wait for this one. Well, you're going to have to wait till January. Lovely. Get a free taster though on your website, right?
Yeah.
Okay. You're going to play for us, aren't you? You're going to do a live tune for us.
Yeah.
You're going to do something from the album?
We are. It's called Future Come On.
Okay. Tell me about this song.
Well, it's about the end of a phase, really. For me, it was a relationship, but it could be any sort of phase. And you're just thinking, these problems that we're having, we're going over and over and over again, and I'm stuck in a rut. So I either carry on and decide that's life, or get out of that situation and change it and bring on the future. So it's that kind of feeling.
So it's a positive song.
It's very positive.
Right, okay, here it is.
I built my whole world all around you. So what's a girl like me to do? I gotta toughen up, 'cause love is not enough. I need to be myself, for me and no one else. I gotta change with the times, I gotta change with the times. I got to change with the times. Future, come on. 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 If I walk out now and slam the door, will this repeat itself forevermore? I gotta rip it out from deep within the root. I have to strike the heart, I need to find the truth. I gotta change with the times, I gotta change with the times. I got to change with the times. Future, come on. 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 I don't know what's going on. It's a crying shame it took so long. On your marks, get set, get ready to run. The past is gone, so bring it on. Future, come 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 on. Come on. Come on.
That's called Future Come On. It's from Stephanie Kirkham from the new album Tiny Spark. Just remind people how they can get hold of that.
It'll be on iTunes and Amazon and from my website as well.
Yep, in the new year.
In the new year,
Yep.
the end of January. From my website, I'll put in some postcards and wrap it up nicely.
Okay.
So,
all right.
but anyone that wants to come and join my website, you get that free song as well.
Okay, so if they click on now, they can get Happy Ever After
Yes, they
straight
can.
away.
Yeah, and then tomorrow, Best Time Ever's available.
Fabulous. Been lovely to have you in.
Thank you so much.
Thanks for coming. I hope it all goes well.
Thank you.
I'm sure it will. And I'll look out for and listen out for your music on various adverts next year once
hope
the
so.
album's out.
Thank
the
you.
album's called Tiny Spark, and you'll be able to grab that in January.